The tragic fire that claimed 4 lives on Sunday morning cast a blanket of sorrow and grief over the Orange Rock community. But for the Petillo family, losing 35-year-old Alfredo Petillo, his children 10-year-old Mia, 12-year-old Jeda, and his stepson 14-year-old Kevawn Clarke to the inferno has their emotions intertwined with anger and frustration directed at the National Fire Service.
My brother, he run the fire station, because they call nobody no answer, so my brother run at the fire station and run back. When the fireman they come, they not even slap on the siren, then they come the cruise. Like this any joking thing. The way how they perform, like immature, not professional. My brother upstairs said, oh, it wet there, and then the gas for here, you understand, then they jump up for here, and they run out of water.
Terrible. Real terrible. We were calling and calling, no answer. We called the police car, no answer. My brother-in-law jumped from upstairs and jumped in and pick up and he got wait at the fire station. Went there, wake them up, came back and the fire engine still never reached. He reached back before them. When the fire engine reached, no a light, no a siren, nothing. When they came, they had like less than 5 minutes of water and the truck run out. Then they gone for another truck, no water.
The Orange Rock Fire Department responded to the fire at 8 minutes past 5 o'clock on that tragic Sunday. 4 firefighters responded, 3 on the attacking truck, while 1 drove the backup truck after. They arrived in a couple of minutes, and it only took a couple of minutes for the tanks of both trucks to be exhausted. The larger of the truck can hold 450 gallons of water, which is dispensed in just 3 minutes. After the water was depleted, firefighters proceeded to fill the tanks of the 2 fire hydrants, one located on Asuncion Street and the other on Corozal Street. But by this time, the fire had already destroyed most of the structure. There is a fire hydrant located feet away from the house. However, that hydrant is no longer in use.
This could have saved my son's life because this not take 5 minutes. This not take 5 minutes to connect up. You put the pipe, you connect up the hose, and you guarantee where only turns on right away. The fire truck, when they got the half a tank of water, that's why my picnic burn up. This they have to fix this. Because the mentality why I got, a cruel mentality, you know. Because this may have saved my son's life.
News 5 has learned that the hydrant was removed over a year ago, reportedly by Belize Water Services. It was never replaced. We contacted BWS and were told that since a year ago, the company, with the assistance of the National Fire Service, has been doing a walkthrough of all fire hydrants across the country. We were told that that specific hydrant was removed because it was no longer functioning. The fire originated in the kitchen on top of a stove, which was in the immediate area of the only exit in the house.
On receipt of the call, which was 0508 from the police, we responded and arrived on the Gera. It wouldn't take long for we to respond and arrive. We would respond within 1 minute or 2 minutes the most.
And that was the case?
That was the case in this situation.
Right, so you arrived on the scene and the father had already broken down the door to the barber shop?
When we arrived on the scene, the structure was already engulfed. Right. The father had already exited and returned to the structure. He already exited and returned to the structure. So we did not meet him outside.
He didn't break the door to the barber shop, you said, to exit the first time?
I said that, and I said he already returned to the structure.
So my question now is that you couldn't access the building from the barber shop's entry?
That's how he exited the building. But when we arrived, the building was already engulfed.
The entire building? So
that's correct.
Just their entrance or their exit, it was that one as well?
That's the information we received from our officer out there. When they arrived, the building was already engulfed in flame.
This latest incident has caused many persons like Orange Rock's Mayor Kevin Bernard to call on relevant authorities to equip the National Fire Service with adequate equipment to fight fires.
The equipments we have are just not adequate enough to deal with these type of situations. And if you look at Orange Rock Fire Department, they have 2 trucks, yes, but the capacity of those trucks are very limited. You know, and from what I understand, the heat and that blaze was pushing, you know, it would have taken that truck to make almost 15 trips to be able to quell that fire and to out that fire. So in the spur of moment, I know everybody may want to attack the poor firemen. I mean, they are doing their job, I must say. I'm not defending anybody. But 150 gallons of water in a tank When that is released in 3 minutes, that's over. You know, it really makes you upset sometimes, you know, because you hear these things over and over, people clamoring and asking, when will we improve our departments? When will we improve the fire department? Orange Walk has not had a decent fire truck for a long while. And, you know, this really drives the point home that we're a big district.
I am asking and pleading to whoever needs to get this information. We here in Orange Walk need better services. The government, whoever needs to set in place things, please get it done.
We have limitations. For some reason, it is expected that the fire service have unlimited water. We don't carry the sea, the canal, nor the heavens with us when we responded to a structure. And it's not been sarcastic, it's been realistic. We do not carry the heavens, the sea, nor the oceans with us when we travel to a fire. We have small trucks that we responded with that has limited capacity. We have a country that has limited hydrants and very poor flow. Until these things fix, then there will be limitations. But we did not have problems, we just had challenges.
Reporting for News 5, Hipolito, Novelo.